On last week's video, we got the French drain installed and the trench dug to connect to the output pipe, and then it started raining. We were able to get temporary pipes connected from the downspouts to the output pipe as the rain was starting, and this kept most of the water from the downspouts out of the trench. We also found the old output pipe, and while water does run through it, the end was clogged. This week we tackled that clogged pipe as well as trying to get the trench backfilled while fighting the mud. This clay tile that we dug up, we're going to dig this section up coming the other side of the driveway. Hopefully it's clear from there uphill and we'll just replace this section. First step, I'm going to take the tractor and scrape the gravel off the driveway, the surface gravel. Then we'll start digging out the old pipe and go from there. Our next step is to take out this tree right here because our pipe is kind of right in there, right there. So we're gonna get this tree out of the way, and then we'll start digging up the old pipe and replace it with the new one. Here's the pipe right here, and it's ABS plastic, which means that it's plastic all the way from the house all the way to right here, and they just switch and use clay under the driveway. So just by replacing the section under the driveway, we'll have gotten rid of all the clay pipe. I'm gonna get a shovel and dig this up, find the end of it, and then we'll start working our way under the driveway and replacing it with PVC. There's still some roots and stuff grown in this pipe. Went to the other end and set up a work light shining down the pipe, hopefully that I could see some light poking through, and see absolutely nothing. To locate this pipe here. When I caught it with the bucket on the traco, I actually pulled one end out at the coupler. We're able to actually just couple indirectly, leave that one in the ground. Fortunately, there was no dirt or roots or anything going uphill, so the pipe from here across the driveway is all clear. It's just that little bit that we could see going downhill. What we ended up doing is we took a snake, snaked it out, and then I came up with this, just a container and a towel tied the end of the chain, and I used that to kind of pull through and clean out debris that had grown up the pipe. I don't think there was anything actually growing into the wall of the pipe in this section. It was just stuff that had continued growing up the pipe from where it was broken downhill. So we were able to clean out this section of about 40 feet and save it. We'll have to come back later and put a splice in this area where we dug it up. All we have to do now is put in our new pipe across the driveway, and we should be all set. So it looks like what we got here is this clay was really just an extension on the end of the ABS. The ABS ran to here, and then somewhere along the line they came back and just added this piece of clay as an extension, which you can see is completely clogged. our trench dug out. We've got our pipe just roughly laid in it. I'll show you how I connect this DR14 water main pipe in with this SDR35. So this pipe has this bell, and the bell goes all the way to right there. And then there's this rubber seal that's on the outside. So I know from where we're looking at that I need to push the pipe a little bit to the left here on the end. And then I'm pulling back in at the same time. Just going real slow. I'm going to pick up and go for the middle tooth on the top of the pipe. Alright, now it's sliding in there. Alright, I think that's to our max. Feels like it's set. So I know that our piece of ABS is 24 inches from that point at the end of the tape measure. So we're in all the way. There is a little bit of a gap, but what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to wrap the whole thing in duct tape to keep any dirt out, and then we will backfill. So then we compact the soil around that pipe joint to lock the pipe in place. And then we backfilled under the driveway section with wash stone. This will prevent any settling that could occur with soil backfill if the compaction isn't perfect. I then grabbed the tractor with a bucket full of stone and wheel pack the driveway base. This is the best compaction method that I have. By loading the bucket full of stone, it adds a good bit of weight to those front tires, which are pretty narrow, and that allows for pretty decent compaction. Then the following morning we got started back on putting together the pipe connections for the French drain so that we could get that trench backfilled and get that area regraded. We also decided to add this catch basin at the end of the French drain. This will act as an overflow in heavy rain events when the water can't soak down through the ground fast enough. Alright, that's our maze of pipes complete. Here's our French drain. That's this lowest line. It comes in and it Ys into the 6-inch right there. That's a downspout from the other side of the house over there. That comes through, that's the other line, and that one goes into the Y. It's a straight in connection. And then this is our downspout right here. Runs here, and this runs into this 4-inch line, which was the overflow for the original catch basin that's at right here. And so what I did, since basically I have two pipes leaving the same area, kind of for redundancy, I put this little overflow, I guess you call it, in between the two. So if either one of these lines gets backed up downstream, there's a path for it to flow and go to the other one. Obviously, it'll be at reduced capacity, but at least the water will get out of here, in time. So that's easy, cheap insurance to just make sure that we aren't running into any issues where we get a pipe clogged and then everything backs up. All that's left to do is we need to set the laser up and check to make sure that we don't have any rises. We're very close to flat on the French drain line, so we just need to make sure that that's not going uphill anywhere. Then we'll be ready to backfill. How we ended the day today. As you can see, we got our trench backfilled. The dirt is mostly where it belongs, but it's also sticky that you can't finish grade mud, so it's basically just rough graded. We'll let this dry out for a few days. It's all close to where it belongs. We just need to finish grade it once it's all dried out. On our next video, we will be back down in the lower yard where we removed the bushes. We'll be working on some downspout drains, a catch basin, as well as regrading that yard. And in the following video, once this all dries out, we'll get it finished graded and we'll get down seed and straw on all the areas we worked on over this weekend. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you back here next time.